so good. I can't even put it down. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna put it down because it's so good. Jesus God, it's so freaking cold outside. I miss D. It's so cold. I miss God. Y'all, it's so cold in DC. I think it was 30 something degrees. 28. It's cold. I ain't even gonna get out the bed. Yes, it's freezing. When I say got up, took a shower, man, dried off. Oh my God. I put my robe on, put my footies on. Hey, Robin, I like I wanted to go. Hey, Franklin, I like I wanted to get back and go back to bed, y'all. I put my footies on. Y'all know them hospital footies? I bought my mom a lot of them, so I have like all different colors, pink, red, all different color footies. Man, I put my robe on, put on my little undergarment. Man, I was ready to get back in the bed, go to sleep. Xavier, I was ready to go back to bed, y'all. It's freaking cold out here. It is so freaking cold. I don't know what's going on with me because I'm not doing well getting up in the morning. It's like it's getting the best of me. And I'm the only one to get up. Hey, sleepy. I'm like, I'm up. I'm up. I'm up. I am definitely up. Like, but I'm just laying in the bed. Kept peeping. Look, I'm in the bed laying down this. Kept peeping around at my TV. Turn back over, ball. And the more I ball, let me remind you, I got my robe on, got my footies on. And I ain't climbed back in the bed. I'm not even gonna lie. Got the covers up underneath my feet, and I swear I could have went to sleep for another 3 hours. Only thing I heard was the wind go woo, 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 woo. And then my window is so close to a tree, and I got my AC in the window. The leaves, the tree is hitting the AC, and that is so annoying. And I keep jumping up, and I know it's the wind hit the leaves, hitting the AC. But I swear to God, I wanted to tell her stop doing that, stop doing. It just kept hitting. I was like, I said, it's time to get up. It's time to get out the bed. And I just went on, got up. Now, mind you, for some reason, I don't know if everybody do this or not. But my clothes be at the bottom of my bed or at the side of my bed. Like my bed right here. Here got my clothes. Here got outfit here. Here got outfit here. Whichever one I want to wear. I don't know why I do that, but I do that. I don't remember ever doing that when I was young. I honestly don't. I really don't remember doing that in my 20s to 30s. But when I got up to in my 35s and 40s, I started doing that. I started doing it. It used to be on my hanging on a hanger outside or hanging over my chair or something. Now I just have it like at the bottom of my bed. Like at night, I get my underwears, my bras, my socks, my pants. I get everything out. And at the bottom of the bed, if I'm not unsure with that outfit, I always make sure I had two outfits out because I always don't pick up the same outfit. That's and that even goes down to sometimes to the bras and drawers. I might look and be like, oh, I don't feel like this today. I would honestly do that. I would do that to my briefs. I honestly would do that. I don't know why I do that, but I do that. Mm. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. And my son always coming and he asks me, say, Mom, why you got your clothes at the bottom of the bed? I say, easy to grab. I be like, easy to grab. And then when I go in the front room, I know I put out my jacket that I'm going to wear or my coat. I lay it across the back of the chair or the back of the couch. Because I know I'm wearing that. Oh, that's too. I got to stop doing that. That's giving. That's giving. He's in the UK. Oh, it's 58 degrees. 58 degrees to be nice. That's good. I'm cold. I'm kind of cold, but I'm not cold. I don't know. I don't know. Yesterday was a long. Oh my God. Yesterday definitely was a long day. I cleaned the linen closet out. It wasn't a lot of stuff in there, but it was a lot of stuff in there. I had one big bag of trash. I had my rubber dump, but it was just like I threw away a lot of stuff. I threw away a lot of stuff, but it was just giving. Why is so much stuff in here? Y'all, last night I'm all over the place this morning, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm all over the place. My mind all over the place. Yesterday I was just watching this TV show, and I was just wondering why do people cheat? Like, Why? Why do people cheat? What episode? I was watching Grey's Anatomy, and when I say I'm watching Grey's Anatomy like I never seen it before. I ain't seen Grey's Anatomy so many times, and I watched it all over. About season 5, episode 11, and there boy, in episode 11, and when I say, I it seemed like every episode somebody was cheating or doing something, and if I turned that off, I turned on TikTok. Lady crying on TikTok because her husband cheated. Every time somebody on TikTok saying their husband cheated, their boyfriend cheated, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Code in Arkansas at 220. It's 28. Ooh, I don't believe it. Half the stuff on TikTok I don't believe. But I listened to her story, and I was just like, why are you still there? I don't know, because they married. I don't know. Because I don't mean no harm. Hey, Andrew. Is that say it right? That's not Andrew. That's Miss West. I'm like, I don't want to say it wrong, but what was I saying? Why do people stay with it? Is it because they married to them? Because this lady on TikTok, like, she was giving out her whole story about her husband cheating on her, and it all depends on the situation. Because I'm like, I don't know, because I'm not married. I don't know, because I'm not in a relationship. But I believe in leaving. I'm not that person, I'm in a relationship, or I don't even know if I would leave if I was married. It was just so crazy. And I was just thinking about all the things. Is they bored? Oh, they're not doing something right? Is it bad communication? I'm just trying to think of everything. You said cheating may not be your ultimate deal. Is your ultimate deal breaker? It is, because I don't like the line. But when I was watching, I was just like, is it, sometimes people don't leave because the sex good. People don't leave because financial reason. People don't leave because of the kids. People don't leave because they don't want to be on their own. All the reasons are crazy to me. All the reasons are crazy to me. I don't know, because I've never been married, but I'm the type of person, I will walk away from you quick like I never even knew you. Like, I don't know. I don't know, because I'm so independent, but I don't think I could deal with it. I don't think I can honestly deal with it. Do you ever see Jake from Safe Farm? We're not even going to talk about, my brother see him all the time. But I don't know, is it me? As I'm just like, that's probably why I'm not married. Because I couldn't deal with a lot of stuff. My husband cheated 5 years ago when I was diagnosed with cancer. I made him leave. Now he has to pay all the bills. I know that's right. I know that's my song too. So I'm just thinking that's probably why I'm single, because it's a lot of crap I can't deal with. And my friends always tell me, it's just you. No, it's just that some things I just can't deal with as a person, as a human being. And I think it has a lot to do with me seeing my mom and her relationship, seeing people around me in relationships, and it's just certain things I can't deal with. I don't think he said cheat on me once. Cheat me once. I'm gone, no second chance. Thank you. And that's me, but when you go, she said I will leave my husband. But you know what? When you go on TikTok, and for some reason, that's why I said I can't believe all these people on TikTok, because some of the stuff they be telling me, boo, you gotta be lying. You gotta be lying. You can't be doing this. And I'm doing. But the story that I watched yesterday on TikTok, it had me so intrigued. I watched all 4 parts. Oh, I watched all 4 parts. It had me so intrigued. I had, because listen to this, and this is why I say everybody, it have to be with this particular couple. I can't even remember. It have to be the sex, because they don't have no money, they don't have no kids, they live in a hotel, and he cheated, and you still with him. So it got to be the sex, because it can't be the financial. it can't be the kids because it's no kids, and it just so many things it can't be, so it got to be the sex. And I'm like, is sex worth it? Because to me, sex ain't worth it. Like, I'm just saying, she said she love him, and she don't see him with nobody else, and they've been together since they were 15 and all. I don't give a fuck. I've been with you since you was 9. I'm leaving. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. We shouldn't, but this story had me, I can't even remember the lady name. She was a Caucasian lady, and she was a beautiful lady. Beautiful lady. Beautiful lady. And the whole time she was telling the story, her husband was in the back, fussing at her, telling her to get off of it. Let me remind you, she's not a big influencer, because she made it had like, when I ran across, I think it was like 400 something people had looked at it or something. So she wasn't nobody big. It was just that I had probably watched story on my timeline, and it was just like clicked her on it. And when I watched her, it was just like, she's beautiful. Well, maybe she got some type of flaws. You know, we had different types of flaws. It makes you insecure. So maybe it's a flaw that she had. Because as far as I see, she's a beautiful lady. Beautiful. Beautiful. I never seen the picture of her husband. I went through her timeline to see what her husband looked like. He's not on her timeline. But you hear him in the background fussing at her about her being on line telling their business. So I'm just like, I don't know. It got to be the sex. I don't know. I'm the type of person, I'm not staying with you for no sex, because I can get sex anywhere. I can go get toys. I can go get a man. I can go get somebody, hey, let me go get you something. Like, I can go get that. So I don't see me ever staying with somebody for the sex. And I don't ever see with me staying with nobody for the money, because there's no amount of money that you can give me to make me be in an unhealthy relationship. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is the reason why she won't leave, because I'm like, she's beautiful. She can get another person. Not because she's beautiful, nobody will cheat on her. I'm like, she's beautiful, she can get another person. But I'm thinking it might be some type of low self-esteem with her, because she's still there, and she making up all the reasons why she said she love him. She did say she love him, and she been with him since I think she's 16, since they were kids. And they've been together. And then let me remind you, she's only, I don't want to get it right. I think she's 30 something, 39, 38. She's still real young to me. She's still real young, because they've been together such a, and this the kicker, y'all. Remember, I told you they have no kids together. Why he been cheating with this lady for 2 years? Why they got a I was wondering if it was gonna stop. I think she said, I know that's what I said, but I looked everything. I know that's what I said, but I looked everything. But I think she said, I can't remember. He has a baby. They've been cheating. Been with this girl for 2 years. I think they have a 13-month-old or 14-month-old baby together. A 13 or 14-month-old baby. But he won't leave her. He was in the background saying he never going nowhere. He told her he ain't never going nowhere. She was like, I'm never going to leave him either. Da, 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 da. He was like, I ain't never going nowhere. So I don't know why you, what did he say? I don't know why you talking on the internet, putting everybody in our business and all this. And he was just talking crap to her. And I was like, is he beating her? And I'm trying, it's just like so much go on in your mind when I'm trying to figure out, because let me remind y'all, I went on her page and found a continuation, because it's a 1, 2. I went on there and found a continuation because I'm being nosy. By now I'm being nosy. But the fact he said he not leaving her, he been messing with somebody 2 years, and he got a 13 or 14-month-old baby with the other girl, and the other girl accepting it, and the wife found out about it about 5 months ago. It been about 5 months since she found out about it. And her whole thing is, it was in her face the whole time. She blaming herself because she didn't know. From what I'm getting from her. She didn't automatically, she didn't say, oh, I'm blaming myself. She didn't say that. But from what she talking about, how she's talking Oh, they could be roommates. It could be roommates. But the way she talking, it's like she almost blamed herself. Cause I'm listening to her, and I'm when I watch TikTok, y'all, I really don't leave no comments. Maybe once in a while I might leave a comment because internet is so terrible. If you say something they don't like, they'll come on your page, do all this, and I don't have time for it. But I wanted to tell her so bad, just leave. I I wanted to say that so bad, but it's easier said than done. Easier said than because love is definitely blind, but she's still young. She's not. She's still young. And it just got me to think. I can't wait. Look, y'all. When I get off here, I'm going to TikTok and going to her page because I just, for some reason, the conversation was so intriguing. I cannot wait for her to post something else. It don't even have to be about that for say because on her channel she cleans, she cook, she do other stuff because she lives in a hotel. She talk about how they got to that point in the hotel. No, I'm not married. And see, that's another thing. I'm not married, so I don't know. I know what I would deal with far as being in a relationship, but far as being, she said click and Ruth, she got you. She said she got you with click and, well, she did. She definitely did because I put it like that. She definitely did, but I don't know. She definitely do. And they do. That's why I say I don't know if it's true or not. That's why I say I don't know if it's true or not because they do it for clickbait. But she had me. And it just made me just wonder about a lot of things. I'm like, it could never be me. I can't never say it didn't be me because I never been married before. But I do know what I would accept. And I know me, and I don't accept too much of anything. I don't accept the lying and the cheating. That's just me. I'm the type of person that tries to do communication. Let's try to work it out. I tell you the problem. You don't want to fix the problem. I keep telling you the problem. Guess what? Water gonna be her feet. Yeah, I can't stand being right here. The sun is directly in my face. The sun is directly in my face. And it's like no parking. Let me go around the corner to see if I can park. Because the sun is like directly in my face. And y'all, when I say I can't really see, I can't really see. And it's still, oh God, look at this sun. All that sun is in my face. I'm going around the corner. I had to get out the sun. Dang, it's still sun. What is the sun is coming on the side of me. It want me to double park. Okay, but I'm right here. But that's parked beyond the line. I don't want to. Police do be out here. I don't got time for no police say, hey, you're not parked right. Hey, you're not parked right. Oh, look at your brother and sister in front of you. Get my baby brother and sister in front of him. Look at your brother. Girl, your brother is out here doing it. Look at your brother, baby. Okay. It's less sun right here, but I don't know, y'all. Sound that long. She said sound no. They said no sound, no sound. Oh, right here, never. It's no sound. She said no sound. Sound the alarm. What's going on, Miss Katie? What are you talking about? It's back. Okay. I ain't never. I can't hear. I can't hear you. I hear you. Ashley hear me, Miss Kelly. I don't know what, y'all. I don't know. It's not who the. I can hear you now. Okay, I can hear you. We can hear you. Okay, because I'm about to say I don't know what's going on, but anyway, she might have clickbait me, but my whole thing is enough. When can you say enough is enough when you're in that type of relationship? Like, when is it enough? Like, some people take so much, and I'm like, me being me, y'all. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know me. Y'all know how I am. I'm not that person. Like, I I don't have time for the lying because I don't have time for it. I don't have time for the cheating. If I'm in a relationship with you, I tell you the problem I'm trying to figure out. I'm not going to keep going back and forth trying to figure out enough. I'm going to beat my feet and I'm going to leave. That's just how I am. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to try to work it out. I ain't tried that before in relationships. I always tried in a relationship. I just don't get up and leave. I'm going to talk about the problem. I'm going to try to figure out if you're not there, you're not cooperative, and you're not on. Boy, it's no need. It's no need me to keep trying. What I'm not going to do is keep trying to force something it's not meant to be. Because all in all, a person knows when something's meant to be. Because the other person going to try to work. It can't be a one-sided relationship. It can't be a one-sided marriage. It cannot be. It cannot be. It cannot be. It can't. That's one thing it can never be that. It can't be that. It just ain't gonna work. Now I'm getting high. I'm in college. It just can't be a one-sided, because if it's one-sided, you in it by yourself. You had nothing it's nothing to accomplish. Because if you're doing all the work and I'm just sitting back looking like, okay, let her do the work and I'm gonna still do what I'm doing, it's all for nothing. And we can't be in a relationship, and if you don't want to be in a relationship, we just can't be in it. We can't be in a relationship together because you don't want to work. I'm willing to work on it. You're not willing to work, that means you don't really want to be there. And sometimes it might be that person just needs somewhere to lay their head. I need somewhere to lay my head. They ain't going to tell you they need somewhere to lay their head. They ain't going to tell you they can't go to a family and friend lay their head. They want to stay there because that's where they got to lay their head. But you got to think about, all this ain't happened for no reason. Everything that happened, you knew what's going to. You know when something in a relationship ain't right. You know it. But the blind eye, we don't want to foresee it, because you always have that blind eye, like, dang, I see it, but you don't want to recognize it. You try to overlook it and da this and da. You try. Yes, it's financial too, yes. But sometimes we as humans know the problem. We see it. We just don't want to deal with it, and we think, hey, maybe it'll go away. Maybe this, maybe that. But oh no, it's not gonna go nowhere. It's not gonna go nowhere. Everything you do comes to life. Everything you do comes to life. One way or the other, one shape, form, it comes to life. And that's probably why I am. That's probably why I'm alone, because it's just so much I can't deal with. It's so much I can't deal with. Now, don't get it twisted. I would love to have a significant other, but it's just a lot of stuff I'm not going to deal with. I'm not dealing with the lying, cheating, and I'm not dealing with a lot of stuff. And the reason why I say that, I'm too old to be playing games with somebody. Some people, or most people, don't want to start. And you know what? That's good for them, but that's sad. It's good for them, but that's sad that you don't want to start over, because you're willing to put up with so much of this not going good stuff, and then start. I'd rather start over and be in an unhealthy relationship, an unhealthy marriage. I'd rather start over. And I'm saying it to be, and I'm single, yes, I'm saying it, and I'm single, yes. And I'm saying this because I know what I want and I know what I like. Let me say that. And I know what I'm willing to put up, what I'm not willing to put up with. And I prefer to start over to be unhappy. I prefer to be by myself than being unhappy. I'd rather be like that. Because when you're unhappy, you have all different types of thoughts that go through your head when you're unhappy. All the time, you're unhappy with this person, you might be in the house plotting to kill them. You never know. Because you're unhappy and you're depressed and you're trying to figure out, what can I do to make myself better? Oh, maybe if I kill this nigga and don't get caught. You don't know. I'm just saying, you don't know what a person will do when they unhappy in a relationship. Yeah, they'll be there, but they'll be plotting to kill you, plotting to do this. They might be poisoning you. Oh, child, you cheating, let me cheat too. What's the use of both of y'all in a relationship, both of y'all cheating? You're not getting nothing out of it. You're not getting nothing out of it. Both of y'all in a relationship, both of y'all unhappy. You're with him because he cheated, so now, hey, let me go cheat. You start cheating with somebody you really don't want to cheat with, and next thing you know, you fucking him, her, him. You're doing everybody in the world to make yourself happy because you're in an unhappy relationship. I'm very single, very single. Do I ever want to start over? No. But if I find that person in my life and we connect, I'm gonna start over. I'm going to try to work it out. I'm not going. Yeah, I'm not. I don't plan on being single all my life, but I don't plan on being in an unhealthy relationship with anybody. And it's nothing wrong with starting over. It's nothing wrong with starting over. It just said you didn't make a mistake. It was a lesson learned. You learn from things that happened in your past, so you try not to repeat it. Now, if you go and you learn something in your past and you constantly repeat it, you don't ever want to be happy, as far as I'm concerned. If something go wrong in your life and you turn around and keep constantly doing it, you don't want to be happy. You're selling it for what you want, and what you want is a life of unhappiness. That's just how I feel. That's just it. It's no ifs, ands, or but about it. If you constantly accept what's going on, you constantly get in the same type of relationship, it's a pattern. It could be a pattern as far as have how you was brought up and the things you seen around you, or a pattern of things that you like, that you really like, and you're not really accepting. That's what I like. I like a man that cheat on me. It give me thrill. People think so crazy in a relationship. People think so crazy in a relationship. It's just crazy. I want to see if she gonna post something so I can watch her. This is so good. And oh my God, that's so delicious. It got me hooked. I can't wait to Thursday, y'all. Thursday, I'm going to the Amish market. Yes, I can't wait to go. I can't wait to Thursday. Honestly, can't wait. Yeah. I just had to talk about it because it was. I mean, when I say I was thinking about this, I was thinking about it. But I believe cheating is not a mistake. I know cheating is not a mistake. Cheating is a lesson learned. When most people cheat, it's because something was going wrong in their relationship. Either they didn't try to talk it out, or they just ignore it and say, hey, I want what I want. Now, let me tell y'all a story. Let me tell y'all this story. We're going to do a little story time. I ain't going to take long. It's going to be a brief minute. This a brief minute. No, I did the closet yesterday because I wanted to see what was going on in the closet. I wanted to see, and then everybody was home, and we only have one bathroom there, so I can't really do the bathroom with everybody's home because people are going to constantly want to go to the bathroom. But I did. Did you clock it? Yeah, I clocked it. But I did do the linen closet. My mom had a stock of stuff in her linen closet, and I did do it. So cheating is a choice. Let me tell you this. Okay, I might have told y'all this a long time ago. I think it was in 2017. I was messing with this guy for 5 years. I met him. Tyreek was 5 years old. Tyreek was 5 years old. He didn't live. I never had a man live with me. I don't do that. I'm just one, y'all. I don't know how everybody else think, but me as a mother, I never had a man spend the night at my house while my son was there. I never had no man sleep over while my son was there. It was just something in me, something I never did that. I never been there. And the reason I told y'all a long time ago, I had a girlfriend who had multiple kids, and every time you turn around, she had her kids calling different dudes fathers, and they would make a baby with her, then they would leave her. And then that baby was gone, and it was called again. I had one girlfriend. She got like 9 kids, eight baby fathers, and every one of them used to call each guy daddy, and I could never understand why she did that. And at the time, I didn't have no kids. I used to always tell her, that's not good. Every time you turn around, your kids calling this different dude. I used to tell her this all the time. But yeah, that is crazy. She has like 9 kids, and she has 8 baby fathers. And every last one of her kids used to call these men daddy, and I used to get on her all the time. We used to argue about it. Let me remind you, she a Virgo. My birthday, the 12th, hers to 13. We used to argue about it all the time. But I used to always tell her, I didn't have a child at the time. I didn't have Tyreek, but when she had her last son, I had Tyreek. And Tyreek and him I tried to make him and Tyree be friends. It could never be. I had told her my son played with him twice. I said my son can never play with your son again, and I ain't never seen her since then. Cause you know everybody don't bring your kids up right. Her child, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. Her child was bad as shit. God forgive me. Her child was bad, but so bad. And I used to tell her all the time, you need to get him under control. He used to go out there and fight kids, mess with kids, do all stuff. And one time, Tyree was over there borrowing him. Tyree came in the house crying. He had took a stick, beat my son with a stick. I was ready to fight her, not him. And I said, I told you about your son. And the last time when I said, Tyree said, Mom, I don't want to go back over there. I don't like him. He was a bad-ass kid. But God forgive me, he got killed, like, and then he lived that life. When he got older, he was into guns and all that. He got killed when he was 17 years old, trying to rob somebody, and got killed. Yeah, she only had, out of all her kids, she only had 2 boys. Her first boy she had when she was 12 years old, he wound up coming out, I don't know what you call it. He had some type of disease because she had him too early, and he wound up in a wheelchair. That was her first son, and he was the last son. Rest of them, she had 6 girls, 6 girls and 2 boys. But yeah, but yeah, but couldn't let Tyree play him. He was bad as shit, y'all. I just couldn't. But anyway, I never had a dude live with me, but it was this one dude I was messing. We was messing with for 6 years. He used to always tell me, I've been messing with you for 6 years. I can't come and spend the night, da, da, da. He used to complain about it all the time. He used to complain about it all the time. And I used to tell him, well, I'm sorry. Only time he would come over, if Tyree was over my mother's house, or he's with his father his father's sister or something, that's the only time I would allow him to come to my house. Because I never wanted to be the mothers that had multiple kids and had my son calling everybody daddy. That was one of my pet peeves. I never did that. When Tyreek was like 6 years old, Tyreek asked me, can I call him daddy? I said, no, you cannot. He asked me, when Tyreek's like 6 years old, he asked me, can he call Thomas daddy? I told him, no, you cannot. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Thomas was good to him. He bought him stuff, he gave him stuff. He, when we were in places, I might take him. But when I spent time with my son, sometimes I didn't take him because that was my son. That was my responsibility. When I was with my son, I was with my son. Yeah, he spent time with him. But I told him, no, you can't call him daddy, da, 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 da. And he had came back, he said, Tyree asked me, can he call me daddy? And I told him, I said, please don't do that. I said, we're not married. I said, yeah, you're my boyfriend, but you're not his father. I was just plain and simple. He was real mad about it. And I said, I'm sorry. First of all, he had 2 kids of his own. I didn't like how you was raising your kids, so why would I want you to cling on to my child? I mean, he was strict on his kids. And when I say he was strict on his kids. And he seen it. He did see his kids and all. I just ain't like the way he was raised them, point blank. He took care of them. He did all that. I raised my child the way I want to be raised, so I will never get nobody to say, hey, no, Tyreek is not your child. No, Tyreek can't call you daddy. And I told him that. He was in his feelings, and Tyreek told me, okay, I had to sit down and break it down to him why he couldn't call him daddy, because you have a daddy. Yeah, your daddy not playing that role, but you have someone. And you might don't see him that often, but you see him. But let's say it, okay. Now, this particular dude, we was messing with each other for 5 years. I think our 5th year, Tyree was spending more time, I think, with his grandparents. And I think Tyree was in it for the summer. I can't remember how it went, but I think Tyree was in it for the summer. I think I told y'all this story before. This dude spent it at my house, went to work. He used to work at, how can I say this? Let me tell you how I met him. Let me tell you how I am as a person. When I met him, he was working at, I'm going to say Chick-fil-A, but it was not Chick-fil-A. I cannot remember. He worked in Silver Spring at a fast food restaurant when I met him. When I'm with a person, I'm that type of person. I'm working to build myself up. I'm going to help you work to build yourself up. I'm going to help you work to build yourself up. I'm that type of person. When I met him, he was working in the fast food. And, we got to talking. And once you get to talking, you want to know, what is your goal, your aspirations, and this and that. And he used to always tell me he wanted to go to school. I said, go to school for what? What you want to do? He never knew what he wanted to do. So, me being me, I helped him. I got him in a program. The program was Giant. Giant had a program where they would train you become a meat cutter. He went through the program for a year, became a meat cutter. Was making more money than me. Was making more money than me. He was behind the child support, but he was paying the child support because he had 2 kids. The job that he had, he wasn't making a lot to stay on top because I'm gonna say Chick-fil-A, but it was not Chick-fil-A. It was in Silver Spring. It was next door to Cold Stone. It was Cold Stone was in Silver Spring. It was Cold Stone. It was the restaurant he was working at. I can't remember the name of the restaurant up to Cold Stone, but it was in Silver Spring. Silver Spring had like a little mall up there that you can go to. It wasn't a big mall because the movie theater was there and everything, but it was right there next to Cold Stone. Cold Stone is an ice cream place, and he used to work there. And I say he got the job. He went through the training. We was together. I think this was the 5th year. The 5th? I said about the 5th year, dude was making mega money. He had his own car. When I met him, he did not have a car. He was a bus person or bicycle. He did a lot of exercise because he rode bicycles and stuff like that. He was that person. And I can honestly say, he never asked me for no money, even though he had not a very good job. But he would give me gas money, give me money here, $100 here, $50 here. No, he never gave me no big money. I had no problem with it because I was surviving myself. As long as you didn't ask me for nothing. Hey, can I get $200 or $300? No, you didn't. No, you did not do that. We didn't have that problem. So he used to go to back and forth to work, and when he was spending that miles, he said, "Man, this girl at work made a pass at me, da 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 da." And he told me, the girl, I said, "Dude, I told you when I came up there to pick that stuff up, that girl liked you because the way she was looking at you. You know, us as females, we know when somebody else is interested in your man." And I used to tell them all the time. I said, she didn't work in the meat section, but she was like somewhat in the meat section when somebody didn't come. She didn't cut the meat up, but she would go and do, how can I say it? They would have the meat cut up and they had the produce cut up and they had it stocked up, and she'll be the person who put it out sometime. So I used to always tell her, I said, this girl, she like you. Man, I don't like her, da 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 da. I say, it ain't if you like her or not. She like you. I say, she's making advances towards you. I told him, right? Oh, no, he was in denial. I said, okay. I said, I'm going to say it was a Thursday. I don't know if it was a Thursday or not. I'm just making up that because I can't remember exactly what day. I remember what happened, but I can't remember, and I can't remember verbatim everything, but I can remember bits and pieces because it's been a long time. And he didn't come back. Tyree was gone. Yeah, Tyree was with his aunt. He was with his aunt. Tyree was gone for like a week. And he didn't come back. I knew we had to go out that next day. We were going somewhere because he's supposed to be on. He never came home from work. I called him. He didn't come. I went to his house. He wasn't there because I was like, I thought we was going out. You know, I'm thinking we going out. So I said, okay, cool. He didn't come. Y'all, do you know I ain't see dude till 3 months later? 3 months later. You know what he told me? 3 months later. And I think I told y'all. I think it's about 3 months later. I seen him. Let me remind you, I kept calling him, found out. I thought something happened to him. I thought he got killed. But when I called his job, they said, oh, no, he at work. I said, no, don't even worry about it. I don't want to talk to him. And I hung the phone up. I never called again. 3 months later, I'm on Minnesota Avenue, here in Minnesota. He drove past me. You know, this dude had a nerve, audacity to call me, hey, did I just drive past you? I said, nigga, you calling me like everything cool and Gucci. Why are you calling me? And he was like, I can't really talk about it. I said, okay, whatever. And I said, one thing I don't do, when I'm in a relationship, I need closure. And I told him, I said, I need closure. I need to find out what's going on. I said, I'm fine. I don't want you back. You're gone. You did whatever you did. And I didn't even know. Yeah, 3 months. It's crazy, right? He drove past me. Had a nerve to call me. Right? Remind you, I was calling him because I thought actually something was wrong with him. I honestly thought he was dead or something. But when I called his job, the job finally answered and told me, hey, he was at work. I didn't want to talk to him no more. So He came over my house. I didn't let him in. I thought we could talk outside. We talked outside. I lived at 1410 First Street Southwest. I would talk to you outside. I would lean up against your car. Let me remind you that everything he had got, it was because of me. Being that strong woman behind him, supporting him, to help him, to push him. And I hate that for me because it seems like every time I get a man, they never have too much. And sometimes it don't bother me because I'm the type of person, I'm going to push you to get what you need to get, because what we don't want is somebody who's going to be steady at that pace. I never want nobody to just be there and be content. If you can grow somewhere, you need to grow. That's just me. You need to grow. Okay. So he said, remember that girl you was telling me about? I said, yeah, he slept with her. He said, I slept with her. And once I slept with her, I knew I couldn't come back. He said, I couldn't live with myself. I said, okay, cool. You slept with her. But I said, you should have had the decency to call me and say, hey, I'm never coming back. Out of this, out of this, out of that. Okay. He finally got that on his chest. We talked about it. And I said, yeah, we could be friends. Hi, how you doing? That's it. I'm not calling you, don't call me. That's how the conversation went. Do you know this dude, every other day I would come home, I had some gifts, some flowers, some this and my, no. So he finally gave up when I wouldn't get back with him. You know what? He wound up with that girl for 5 months. That girl made him lose his job, made him lose his car, made him lose custody of half seeing his kids. Time that girl got finished with him, he ain't had nothing. And and I wound up sending his uncle had a stand on Minnesota Avenue, and I loved his uncle to death. Well, just because we're not friends, I'm not gonna stop talking to the people in your life that I love, because I loved his uncle to death. His uncle was so sweet, and I was down there visiting his uncle. He pulled up with one of his friends, and he looked at me, and I said, "Oh, I forgot his uncle name. I gotta go." His uncle passed. I was like, "Oh, I gotta go. I'll see you later." I hug him. Jeru. His name was Jeru. I gotta go. Your nephew here. Wait. Why this nigga try to get back with me? And he was telling me what happened. I said, you got everything you deserve. I said, I don't wish nothing bad on you, but you got everything you deserve. I told him just like that. I said, no, you can never come back to me. He tried to get back with me, tried to do everything. I messed up. Why when dudes messed up, they always do this? Like, oh, I messed up. I shouldn't have did it. You knew what you were doing when you were doing it. You didn't think about none of that at the time. One thing you thought about was getting some coochie. But now you want this. No, boo. When I say he messed up, he lost everything. Everything. And I did not rub it I didn't rub it in his face at all. I did not rub it in the face. Yep, I sure did. And it was like, wow. Like, and that's not, and the thing about it is, I'm that person when I'm in a relationship, like he had, I'm always in building. And I don't even want to the point, if I don't want nobody to have to build no more. Because it seems like if I help build you, and once you get what you want to get, you wind up doing me wrong or doing me dirty. That's why I'm single. You always wind up doing me wrong. And that's not the first person. And I can see if that was the first person, last person. My cousin, this guy named Fred I was messing with, he's a Virgo. His birthday, September the 11th, mine September the 12th. We was together for 4 years. The whole time we was together, he was cheating. My cousin was dropping him off at the girl house. He said he didn't want to tell me. The only reason why I found out that he was cheating, my ex-best friend Lily, me and her went to one of her friend houses that she knew. And I was in the car with her. Was in my car, and I took her around there to visit her friend because she was trying to help the girl get a better place. I was in the car with her. 4 or 5 kids come running up to the car. 4 or 5 kids come running up to my car. Why they thought it was my boyfriend? Excuse me. Why they thought it was my boyfriend? When the kids came up to the car, they was like, Fred, and me and Lita looked. Fred got out the car. Girl thought I was going to beat her up. The girl, I said, no, sweetie. I'm not that type of person. Me and her had a nice conversation. The kids was nice, had a nice conversation. Girl told me everything. My cousin Lamont was dropping them all. I went to my cousin tomorrow. He said, it wasn't my place to tell you. I said, oh, wow. He said he knew. Now, remind you, this is my family member who was dropping him off work. Let me remind you, I told you I have to get a job with my cousin, making good money. My cousin put in a good word for him, help him make good money. He was making good money. Help him get a car and everything. I think he wound up having my car that day because something was wrong with his car. Doing this type of work, you had to have a car. At the time, I didn't need a car because my girl who was working with me lived right here. She would give me a ride and I paid her on the days. Or my cousin would pick him up. Yes. He told, let me tell you about that one, but let me tell you how that worked. But so, he said he didn't tell me. I didn't beat the girl thought I was going to beat her up. She was crying and everything. And I told her, I said, sweetie, I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of person. Like that, right? I said, I would never lay my hands on you. But I said, I got one better for you. I went to his house. He didn't live with me, but he stayed with me all the time. Excuse me. At this time, I didn't have Tyreek. Tyreek wasn't even thinking about being born, y'all. Tyreek wasn't even thinking about being born. You know what I did? Went in the house, got all his clothes. And remember, and he was the first guy who ever bought me clothes. He was the first guy who ever bought me clothes. He came before Thomas. He was the first one. Then came Tom. But I took all Fred's clothes. Let me remind you, it was raining. I didn't touch the girl. She said she didn't want his clothes in her house because he wasn't there. I said, well, don't even worry about it. I took all his clothes, put on the sidewalk in the rain while it was raining. Brand new Timberlands, brand new everything. Called them up and said, your clothes is outside. Please do not come back to my house for anything. And do you know, I did that for 8 years. 8 years, y'all. When I was even in a relationship with Tom, this dude would come to my mother's house, have a conversation with my mother and beg my mother to beg me to get back with him. And then it got to the point he stopped slowing down, coming there. He used to come every year on my birthday. Because he would never forget my birthday day after him. My mother would call me, Mom, Tia, Fred been here. I say, yeah, okay. He left something for, he would always leave me money. Yes, I'm going to get that money. Yes, I'm going to pick that money up. Because he wanted me. Yeah, no. To this day, I said the first thing he said, I messed up. I said, I only had 3 dudes really, I only been in 3 really relationships, and all 3 dudes cheated on me. And all of them, yeah, and all of them to this day. One of them tell Tyreek, Wayne, y'all need to tell y'all about Wayne. Wayne stalked me. I had to move and everything. Wayne, every time he see Tyreek, you know what he tell Tyreek? I should have been your father. Tyreek said, man, every time I see this man, he tell me the same thing. I said, just go with it. Just go with the flow. Every time he see Tyreek, he tell Tyreek he should have been his father. Dude, you cheated. He used to chase me to Anacostia Subway every day. Y'all, I had to move. He used to literally chase me to Anacostia Subway every day. Now, Wayne was my very first serious relationship. I got in a relationship with him when I was 17. We went together for 7 years. He cheated with an older lady across the hall. But let me tell you about this, though. And this is how blind I say sometimes people are blind. He was on drugs. I had no clue he was on drugs until he started messing with the lady across the hall. The lady was my mother age. She was my mother friend, and he was fucking her. Excuse me. He was messing with her. And when I found out, I said, oh, wow. He used to go to the store but I ain't paying no attention because he used to go to the store for everybody before he went to work. Never paid him no attention. And when I found out, I was like, okay. I leave. I ain't go ahead over there. I leave. I don't call his mother. Miss Ellen, can you please tell Wayne to leave me alone? I don't mess with him no more. He ain't want to listen. I called his father up. Because when I tell you his father and mother was so good to me, I can go there and tell that man I want anything. And I remind you, his father used to hustle. His father ran all the Good Hope Road far as he was a hustler. He's deceased now, but he used to hustle. Him and his uncle. I could tell him I want anything. Go down Good Hope Road, give me $200-$300 to go shopping. Love his father. Once we broke up, his father would still give me money. His mother would still give me money because they were this type of people. So I told him, I said, he won't leave me alone. And they asked me what happened. And I told him, I said, he cheated with the older lady, my mother friend. So I was like, I want to leave me alone. He wouldn't leave me alone. I had to move with my sister order for him to leave me alone. I had to move with Tanya. Tanya just had Michael and Brandon. I had to move with her because this dude would not stop following me. He would every morning. I could change up my time. It was like he was scoping out the window. When you came out my door, you could see when he moved in with the girl because I put him out. You could see him, you could see her door, you could see my door. And when I get to walking, I used to leave out early more so he couldn't see me. And this motherfucker used to chase me. Man, it was like I was running for my life. I was like, this don't make no sense. I got tired of running. To this day, I still see him. He tell me the same thing. I loved you. I wish I never cheated. Your son should have been my son. I'm like, oh Lord. And I get tired of it. I don't want to hear that. I didn't want to hear that. And when I see him, y'all, literally, when I see any of this man, they'll see me. I be trying to walk, and I'll be like, hi, how you doing? And I keep going. And every last one of them try to hold a conversation. And after I say, hi, how you doing? They always leave out the same thing. I wish I never did this. Why are you telling me what you wish you never did? You did it. That's years ago. It's over with. I don't have no grudge against you. I just don't care for you. It's just like, hi, bye, and let's go. Man, that's why I said, that's why I think I'm single, because the 3 serious relationships I ever been in, I have built them up and they all cheated. So guess what? I don't want nobody else. I want you to already come together. If you're not already together, just keep bypassing Waller. Till Waller don't want I don't want none of it. I don't want none of it. I don't want it. It's nothing I want in my life. Like, nah. Don't want it in my life. And Tyree Father, I can actually say he had everything together. Now, Tyree Father, I ain't gonna say he lived with me. He had his own place, but I never had Tyree Father. I never had to pay my rent. I ain't never had to pay my car note, my insurance. Every 2 weeks he got paid. When he left out to go to work, because he would come over spend the night, I had an envelope full of money. My bills was paid. Tanya's son Michael lived with me. He never had to worry about it. I was giving him money every 2 weeks. Tyree Father was giving him money every 2 weeks. Because Michael lived with me when he was in the 7th and 8th grade for 7th, 8th grade, and 7th, 8th grade, Michael lived with me for 2.5 years. He lived with me. And I never knew Tyree Father was getting him money until Michael got older. Michael said, Auntie, every time you gave me $100, Tyree Father would give me $100. That's why I kept having money. I never knew that until Michael told me. I was like, oh, wow. Never knew he was giving him money. But Tyree Father, no, I never had to do it. Tyree Father had a very good job. He had his own place. He paid all my bills. The only thing I had to do was go to work. It was just when I wound up pregnant. He was this another story, but yeah. It's just crazy. That's how, yeah. It was just one of them. I just like to the point that, yeah, I want to be in a relationship. Yeah, I want a significant other, but I don't want to have to help you. I don't want to have to motivate you. I don't want to do that no more, because every time I try to motivate you, help you, I get fucked. And I hate to say it, and I hate to be cussing, but I do. I just don't know why God haven't sent me nobody who's already put together. I just don't know. So I'm just like, I'm cool with it. If I don't ever have nobody else again, I'm cool with it. Because I'm to the point, every time I do get somebody, they not together, and I got to help and this, and you cheat. And it's like, you're taking my time from something else I could be working on. I don't want that for me. And I'm not, I do not want that for me. I do not. And when I say it, I mean it so cold-heartedly. I do not want to work on nobody, help nobody, build nobody. I don't want none of that. I'm just going to sit back and just do me. If it's that waiting on the Lord, that's it. If the Lord has somebody waiting for me, let him bring it. But please, Lord, when you bring him with no baggage. Make sure he's together. Because every time I build somebody, they fuck me in the long run. And that's just how I feel. And I hate to say it like that and use the Lord in the same, but it is what it is. And it all brings back to watching the girl on TikTok. When I watched her, it just made my mind just wonder about everything I ever did, every relationship. Like Like my 20 year, like the dude I was messing with for 20 something years. And I finally left him alone in 2016. You know? He was the first dude Tyreek ever met. He met Tyreek when Tyreek was 6 months old. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool. You're tired of raising and growing him. Yeah, I am. I am so tired. It's like, and that's what I was doing because when you think about it, all these men, we were the same age. I've been working since I was 14. I have never been without a job longer than 3 months. And I'm not even lying. If I didn't have a job, it's because I chose not to have one. But I always worked. And it was just like every time you turn around, I wonder, was he sending these men to me to make me realize what I want? The Lord not going to give you best, but he will give you the best. I know that's right. I do. I pray they do, but I'm just trying to figure, was it punishment? That's the thing. When I'm telling y'all, when I be going through this, why this happened to me? Was it me? And when I go back and look upon it, it was never me. Because, and the reason why I say that, and I can honestly say that, I used to always try to work it out with someone was like, before I found out dude Fred was cheating, I literally went to him. I had a conversation. Told him, because the sex wasn't that good. Told him what was the problem. I said, hey, we need to work on our sex. I was like, communicate. I'm that type of person. I want to talk about what's going wrong with me and you. And I'm trying to get the problem under control before it gets to the point of no return. I do that. That's just how I am as a person. And I don't want to hit you unless, I'm leaving you, like you don't know. No, when I get up and leave, I'm leaving because I told you and I try to work on it. I always try to work on a relationship. I don't never try to not work on a relationship because I like communication. And that's what people always fall short on is communication. And the best thing you can do is communicate. But if one person trying to communicate and the other person ain't trying to communicate, it's not going to turn out right. It's not going to turn out right. It's going to be messed up. It's totally going to be messed up. And I'm that person it's always me trying. And I'm to the point, I don't want to try no more. I'm cool. I'm cool what's going on. Like, I'm cool not being in a relationship because I don't want to work on it no more. I'm just like, I don't want to work on it no more. I'm just so tired of working on it. Like, I just so much, I want to go to Jamaica. And I want to go to the Bahamas. I don't want to go with a bunch of girls. I want to go with a significant other. But since I don't have a significant other, I'm trying to get my niece to go with me. And it's sad. I want to go to these places. And I don't really want to go with a bunch of girls. I want to go with my significant other or have a significant other there. I don't have that. So guess what? I got to go by myself. Or I'm trying to get my niece. My niece said she'll let me know. I even told my niece I'll pay for her passport. I said, I will get your passport. Only thing you got to pay for your airline ticket. And I said, I even do the wrong. You just got to pay for your airline ticket. I have to take my niece with me. My niece is 23, 24. Like, really? Yeah, but that's what I got to do. Because I'm just tired. Like, I'm okay just being by myself, But when it comes to trying to do certain things, no. I don't want to always do certain things by myself. No, yes, I want somebody else to do it with me. But if I don't have nobody else to do it with me, guess what? I got to do it anyway because that's something I want to do. I just literally told my son, I said, September, my birthday, I said, man, you need to do something together. So he came to me yesterday, what do you want to do? I said, I don't know, but I know I wanted it to be just me and you. I said, I'm getting older. I need more memories. And I said, the last memory I really have of us doing anything, it was going out to eat. And I said, we went out to eat like 2 months ago. But me and Tyreek used to always do things. We'd go skating together. We'd go to the movies together. We'd go out to eat together. We'd take a little road trip together. We used to do all that when he was young. We don't do it no more because he's older. And I told him, I said, I want it back. I said, I understand you got a girlfriend. I said, she might could come sometimes, but sometimes I just need me and you in quality time. I want to have these things to remember when I get older and stuff. And I want to have pictures, like stuff like that. And he was like, okay, cool. Just tell me where you want to go and I'll start saving. I said, cool. And that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. It's just crazy that life. You know what? I always say, when you're born, you know the day, God know the day you're gonna die. The day you born, he know the day you born and the day that you're gonna die. God already has it in place. God already know what your life gonna be like, and you don't even know. You don't even know. And sometimes I sit back and I wondering, I know he knew what my life was gonna be like. I knew because he's God. But why did it have to be so hard? Like, life is not easy, but I swear I've been through some ups and downs in my life. Yes, Lord, I know God brought me through some traumatic things. I know he did. He taught me how to walk again, something I never thought I was going to do. And I appreciate him for that. But dang, why it got to be so hard? Like, why? Sometimes I sit back and wonder why. Is it meant for me to go through these things so I can understand certain things in life? It might be. It might honestly be. Is it anything I could have did different? When you got that E, put an I. His name Tyrik. You got to put an I. So, I sit back and I just wonder. No, I don't have a bad life by far because I love my life. I love my child. I love where I have came and what I'm doing. That is so true. The Father knows. Yeah, so it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you. Honestly, I don't know. But I sit back and I think about things like that. And I would be less of a person to not think about half the things I think about. Because I know everybody think about it. Ain't nobody going to say they think about it. But I know they do. I know they honestly do. I know they do. They be crazy as not if they don't think about it. All the kids in the middle of the street. They see all these buses. They just in the middle of the street. All of them just walking. Like in the middle of the street. So it's like, I don't know. I do know for a fact, before I leave this earth, I want to say I was able to enjoy my life. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, but I'm not enjoying it like I really want to. Everybody leaves this world. They don't get to do everything they want to do, and some of them don't even get to be a certain age to enjoy certain things. I'll be 56 this year. I can honestly say, so far, I'm okay with my life, but I can honestly say it's so much more I want to do and accomplish. It's so much more I want to do and accomplish. And I pray that God has me to be here to do all that, because life is not promised for me. Life is not promised for no one, but I want to be able to say I did something. I want my son to be able to say, hey, my mom did this, my mom did that. Girl, you are. He said, girl, you are making big moves one step at a time. Yeah, yes, I clocked in. But it's just crazy. Like, it's a lot of things. It's so many trips I want to take. Like, I just be wanting, y'all. If I had the money, y'all, I swear, I would take my son and be like, let's go. Let's go for a month. I would hit all the places I want to go for a month. And I'm not even going to lie. Africa is, for some reason, I want to go to Africa. Is it Ghana? I want to go to Ghana. I want to go to Mexico. I want to go to the Bahamas. And I want to go to Jamaica. And I want to go back to Vegas. I don't need but 3 weeks. 3 weeks. If I had the money 3 weeks, I would take my son to all these places. We would go. And I would let him take one friend with him. Take one person with you. Because he ain't going to want to be around his mother the whole time. But take one friend with you. And I would go. Hop from one plane to another plane to another plane. I will go. Honestly. I will go. And no, I don't want to spend a week there. Give me 4 days at each place. 4 days for each place. I'm good. 4 days for each one. Maybe 2 days, 3 days for some of them. He said he want to go to Ghana. But yes, I definitely want to go to Ghana. That's one of my, and I know Ghana is like a 21-hour trip. He said, take me. Yes, I know it's like a 21-hour trip. I really want to do. I would definitely. If I had some money, I would definitely go. Tell my son, hey, you can take one person, take one of your friends, cause I know he not gonna want to be bob with me the whole time. Switzerland, England, none of that never been nowhere I really wanted to visit. For some reason, it's always been Africa. I always wanted to visit Africa. I don't know why, but that's one of the main places I want to visit. Yeah. I ain't talked so much this today, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I was just, that girl got me on a rampage. Got me talking about everything. She got me talking about everything, y'all. That's an African ancestors calling. I guess they are. But yeah. That's one that y'all, I didn't mean to talk y'all to death. I did not. Y'all know when I get passionate about something, I get to talk and I get to y'all know I get to rolling, but it is. Motherland. That's the motherland in Africa. I know that's right. That's probably why I'm on God. I definitely want to do it. Like, but until then, yeah. This conversation been fun. Thank you. It all started for me watching this girl on TikTok, watching her husband cheat on her and all this crazy stuff. It's just like, it might have been a clickbait. I don't know, because I ain't even gonna lie, you. After that, it had me going on her page looking at the rest of them. Ooh, wow, ooh. And now I can't wait to go really find her and see what she doing. And I know I'm a TikTok person. With that being said, TJ Scott, let me go in this house, go fix him some, what I'm making? I'm making him some oatmeal, y'all. He eating oatmeal today. He got to eat some oatmeal. I told him he got to eat some oatmeal. Today is oatmeal. Today, I'm making spaghetti. I think I'm making spaghetti. Oh no, I don't want to spend a year now. I told you I go to all these places for a little while. I think he asked me to make some spaghetti for him, y'all. I don't know for sure. I can't remember. I have a hard time remembering. I think what is this? Yeah. But guess what, TT Squad? Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all, because you know your girl be all over the place. I be all over the place. All over the place. Okay? Like, oh, yeah. Let me tell you about, okay. I'm sorry. Let me cut it down. Okay, what about, okay. Now listen to this. Now I told y'all I'm sorry to be doing it. Y'all know my mind slipped, but Vincent put it in there. Vincent Weaver put it in there. Thank you. Hey, he put it in there to remind me about Lamont. Lamont, I love my cousin Adele. We was like this. Okay, I told y'all when I asked him why he told me, he said that wasn't his place, isn't it? Okay. I say it's been about 2000, around the pandemic. His best friend, his ex-girlfriend, I ain't gonna say her name because I don't even speak her name no more. But anybody know, y'all know who my cousin was going with, which was my ex-best friend. She's Tyree godmother. I caught her cheating. Me and my two girls pulled up in the bar, Marlboro Pipe. She seen us, her face, she turned. I looked at them two, was like, okay, we in there. Is this dude with her? She was with another nigga. She married to the dude now. She was with another nigga. That reminds you, her and the month been together for maybe more than 15, 20 years. Maybe about 15 years. She was with another nigga. I seen her, the other girl, she told the girl, must have listened to the girl and told the girl, hey, that's my boyfriend cousin right there. They're my two friends. Both of my two other girls, my girl Sean, my girl Iris. We was in there getting drunk. We was going to see Backyard. We was going to see Backyard Junkyard. And it was around my birthday time. And it was my birthday month, was in September. We go up into this place. I told, let's go to this place, pay a little pool. I said, every time I go in this place, niggas be buying my drink. I never pay for nothing. That's what I told him. And I was like, oh, I look good. You know, I'm talking to him, trying to convince him. So I said, come on, let's go up in. Let me remind you, I'm driving. So I said, come on, let's go. We went in there, walked through the door. Who we see her with another nigga up on her ass at the pool table. I looked, went to the bar, got my drink. At the drink talk and niggas buying our drinks. She finally came over there and talked to us. I said, hi, how you doing? That's all I said to her. Never said nothing else. I didn't call my cousin because guess what? It's not, like he said, it was none of his business, so it was none of my business. You know what he did? She went home, she told him. She was so scared that I was going to, I would have never told him. So guess what? He never told me. I would have never told him. So he called me 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, did you see Lydia at the bar? I said, yeah. Who was she with? I said, I don't know. I was fucked up. And I left it like that. I never told him yes, so now what I seen. He don't even watch my channel. If he watch my channel, he'll know. I seen it with a nigga. Yeah, he was up on her back doing this and doing that. But I never told, I wouldn't have told him. I wouldn't have told him because guess what? He never told me. And he had an attitude because I didn't tell him. That wasn't my place. I would have told him, but I thought, I'm not even going to lie. Back then, I wasn't who I am now. I would have told him now because who I am, and I came a long way. But the thing about this, when you tell a person something, they don't always believe you. Now, if he would have told me about that with Fred, I would have believed him for the simple fact is, I told him he been acting weird lately. And when your person acting weird and a person come and tell you, yeah, I see, I been dropping them off, people put 2 and 2 together. I would have believed him because that's my cousin. I knew he wouldn't have did me no harm. I don't think he would have believed me. He probably would have thought I was on back on some on some stuff. But the fact she went back and told him because she was scared that I was going to tell him. I wasn't going to tell him. I'm not going to call, hey, I just seen her. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it because you didn't have the same courtesy with me to tell me. And you knew for months and months. So no, I didn't do that. But she wound up murdering the dude. She wound up murdering him. She got married to him, about 6 months ago. The mom been left her. But after she cheated, he got back with her. He lived with me for 2 years. Within them 2 years, she was coming over. They got back together. And me and him stopped talking after that. We stopped talking because the dynamics was different. It was like, hi, how you doing? Bye, this, it. The dynamics was different. And it was more or less, he didn't, cause how can I say it? I'm over it now. We forgave each other. We like this. He not with her no more. We're back this. I don't even speak to her. My son speaks to him because that's his godmother. And I'm not going to lie. She's the best godmother. My son had 2 godmothers. And she do anything for Tyree. If she can do it, she would do it for Tyree. And I can honestly say that. She is a good godmother to my son. My son loves his god sister and his 2 godbrothers. She do anything for my son. Anything. Told y'all when he graduated, I didn't have to do nothing for his graduation. But get his shoes. She got the limo. She got the suit. She got everything. I didn't do nothing. She's a very, very good godmother. But she just not a good person when it comes to relationship. And the reason why I say that because you cheated, you did murder the guy, you cheated with him, y'all broke up, got back together, then y'all broke up again. When he got sick, she left. She probably was still messing with dude because my cousin got real sick. Y'all know he got real sick. The mom got sick and almost died. She wound up leaving him when he got sick. And that shows you your true color. You was with me all these years. When I get sick, you abandon me. And that's what she did. She abandoned him. And guess who picked the slack up? Family. Because that's my cousin. When it all boils down to it, that's my cousin. That's going to always be my cousin. I'm going to help my cousin. Yeah, what he did was wrong. And I forgave him because guess what? I don't hold grudges. Not nothing like that. My family is first. Family is always first. Family will fuck you. I ain't even going to lie about that. They will fuck you. Okay? But guess what? That's still my cousin. It all boils down to he's still my cousin. No, we're not as close as we used to be because they used to call every time they seen him, they would, hey, it's still no parking spaces. Why these motherfucking people ain't going to work? I'm trying to figure out why these people ain't going to work. Like, oh, my nephew about to leave. Thank God. But yeah, he about to leave up out here. Look at him. Oh, y'all can't see him because of the sun, but he can get out that parking space so I can park there. boy, we gonna get your butt in their car. But yeah, so that's it. I don't hold no grudges. I love my cousin to death. I went to go visit him. It's just that, everybody learn a lesson. Everybody have to learn lessons in certain situations, certain things you need to know. Da 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 da. It is, what? I'm trying to figure out how can I say this. I always say God let things happen for a reason. I always say that, and I would never take that from him. But with my cousin, it happened for a reason. It happened for a reason. Everything he went through with her, it happened for a reason. And tomorrow is not promised. And when God knew that he was going to get sick to the point that he couldn't, to the point where he's at now. God knew. God knew. So God wanted to get him away from her. That's how I see it. God knew that she was not the right person for him. It was just in the way it went. Everything had to go a certain way. And it just so happened the way that it went was him cheating and him getting sick and all this other stuff. Because my cousin is sick. But guess what? He's doing better. He's doing much better than what he was at first. And it lets you know, just because you're with somebody all them years, you can honestly say, just because you're with them don't mean they're going to stick with you through your worth. It don't mean they're going to stick to you with your worth. And that's another thing. You be with a person all this time. As soon as you get sick, they just leave you. They just say, fuck you, I'm gone. I didn't see it coming. I did not see it coming. But guess what, Teacher Swat? I gotta go to work. I have to go to work. Definitely gotta go to work. Gotta go to work. Go to work. I ain't talked enough. I ain't talked a lot. I didn't bring nothing for lunch today, honestly, because I bought that salad yesterday, and that salad was just, I ate on that salad all day yesterday while I was at work. I didn't want nothing today. Yeah. Oh, Fave, you did. I'm about to get off, but you gotta go watch. It was a nice, y'all, did we have a nice conversation or what? Hold up. I have 134, 142, somebody in here. I don't know. Thumbs up. Y'all need to give me that thumbs up. But yeah, I like the conversation. I don't reason why we got this conversation because of that lady on TikTok. I told you I'm addicted to TikTok. Say no, I'm addicted to TikTok. I love TikTok, though, y'all. But like that said, let me go. Like, share. Oh, I got subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, TT Squad. I'm out of here. Y'all have a wonderful day. Yes, you must go back and watch the replay. The replay it might be kind of interesting. I don't know. No, y'all, what's going on with y'all watching y'all ain't watching my Dollar Tree video. Like, I only had 400 people watch my Dollar Tree video. I'm trying to figure out what's the problem. What are y'all doing? I probably got like 1,000 in here watching me now, but y'all not watching my Dollar Tree video. What is the problem? He said a best conversation ever. Man, I can tell you stories from days in, but we're not even going. I don't think I'm a good storyteller. I like telling stuff when it be on my mind. Like, I don't like to make up stuff to tell. Because some people get up here and they be having they make up stuff and they lying. Or sometimes I'm just not that person. I talk about what I talk about when I talk about it. That's it. That's nothing else. I can't say nothing more. I don't know what I'm going to talk about when I get on here, but that lady and her husband and all that just had me thinking she young, It's like, baby, you can leave him, then you're gorgeous, and just like I said, there might be more to it. So much more to it can be going on. I ain't trying to figure out, but guess what? I'm going to watch her again. She pop up on my timeline. I'm going to watch her again, and I ain't going to stop. I ain't going to stop watching because I ain't even going to lie, y'all. And she got me wanting to watch her, and I want to know what's going on with her. I actually want to know what's going on. Is she going to stay with him? Deal with she know about everything. Are you going to stay with him? Is he going to ever leave? And she do other stuff on her channel because I did. And when I get the name of her channel, I'll let y'all know so y'all can go back and watch it. But she popped on my timeline. And y'all, honestly, I don't know if I subscribe to her channel. To because it was early. I don't know if I subscribed to her channel. I know after I watched that story, I went back because I wanted to watch the other parts too, because I think I had the second part. I had to go back to the first part, and I got, I didn't subscribe to her channel. Because I'm subscribed to so many people's channels, and I don't watch everything, but I really want to watch her. I really want to watch her. Because it's just something about her. It's just so interesting. And the story, I don't know if she's telling the truth or not. But if she's not, she's a good storyteller, and I love it. And it makes you have good conversations, and it just makes you wonder about a lot of things. So, yeah, it's for me. Oh, no, let me go here because I want to get a bottle of water out my car. I got 2 cases of water in my car. Let me get my keys out. I just need me 1 bottle of water. TT Squad, let me go. Like, share, subscribe, TT Squad. See you later.